was messing up, but it wasn't the gun, man. It was the dang on clear was drying up on me. The clear was drying up. So
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
all right, boy, Trigger Man, back in the lab. And today, what we have here, today, man, we got a old hunk of junk, a piece of junk. It's a Chevrolet, I think this is a Tahoe. Chevrolet Tahoe, paint code 805K. Quarter panel and the hood. Quarter panel and the hood. It was a little rough. This vehicle is a little rough. The pinstripe was one of those stripes where one of the guys, probably at a different shop, well, definitely at a different shop, but they painted up to the stripe. You know, sometimes you have the pinstripe was there, and they paint up to that stripe and it leaves a crease. So we had to get that out. And then doing so, you know, we kind of went through here. Originally we had plenty of blend room, but it left me with this here to blend. And the decal goes right there. You know, they don't want to go up into the door at all. They want to keep it just in the quarter panel. And the decal goes back over there, so I'll probably just touch that up a little, put some clear over it, just to stay away. I got to stay away from this door. They don't want to blend into it. They were specific about that. So it leaves me that. So it'll be a little tricky with the blend, but this is something I'm going to use the wet bed for. I'll show you guys what I use the wet bed for on stuff like this. Normally with this color here, this wouldn't be something that I would use a wet bed for, but I'll use it on this just for that reason I showed you. So we're gonna actually put down a 2K sealer on this one, which I don't use that often. I use a 1K sealer, but I also have a 2K sealer here in my spray booth. But because I'm not sure about this hood, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a 2K sealer down on it. And you're gonna be spraying the base and sealer with the DV1 and the clear with my Iwata WS 400. 1.3 cap in the DV1 and a 1.4 in my Iwata. So that's what we're gonna be doing today on this one here. So keep it locked. I'm gonna go mass up, mix up, and we're gonna get to it. All right. Let's get to it. Going with some 2K sealer first. With a little 2K. Got a real tight blend here, so we gotta make it work. You wanna stand in front of it and blow it back into the panel. You don't wanna stand right in front of this and fan it back and forth like you normally do. Trying to make that real tight blend. Now I'm coming on the hood. Tight overlaps. I'm just giving this here one coat. But as you can see, overlaps are super tight. Super duper tight. We probably at 80% overlaps. I don't too much go with the 2K sealer. You know, the more you putting on these coats, man, you know, that's the more texture you're gonna have. You know, more orange peel, there's more layers. So that's why it's really good to just get a good foundation from your 2K primer or your epoxy. That way you can just go straight with the base. But this hood here was so screwed up, man. I didn't trust it. So that's what we're doing here. Tight overlap. Super tight. So I say one heavy coat on the 2K and that'll do it. Then I give it I actually gave this a 20-minute flash before I went with the base. That's all you want to do, right? Now I'm going to go with a wet bed. And this wet bed I'm doing is not for the sake of the blend, not blending metallics. I'm basically using this as a clear sealer to cover up that burn through there. Now switch it to the left hand. You guys practice spraying with your left hand with both hands. You know, if you're right-handed, try with your left. If you're left-handed, practice with your right. There's nothing like being able to spray with both hands, man. But yeah, so now, see, that's actually sealed. That's actually sealed now with the wet bed. A lot of times you go to put that base over those areas where you burn through to the other layers, You know, it'll wrinkle up on you, it'll fry up on you. But you'll see what I'm saying in a minute. So in this here, what I'm doing is taking a little piece of a stick. Usually I just take a paint stick with some pliers and break it off and make like, you know, a little touch-up brush with it. You know, we used to use matchsticks, but there ain't too much matches around nowadays. You know, you used to take the back of a matchstick and use it for touch-up. Let me know if you guys been around that long, man. You know the matchstick, the back of the matchstick trick. But yeah, so I'm just touching this up with a little base because they specifically told me to stay away from that door. They don't want to go into it. So I'm like, this is what I got to do. But it's all good. It worked out. It worked out. It worked out. So you can touch it up, and then once you clear over it, it's all good. Here we go with the base. Heavy base. First coat. Now let me stop, man. Let me stop. And you see that? Look at that. Covered already. See? First coat. Covered. There ain't nothing too crazy about that. Nothing too crazy about that. Nothing too crazy. Look at that. Get most of my coverage in my first coat. I'm not doing nothing too excessive right there. Excessive. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, watch it. Watch it. You get the coverage. First coat. What's wrong with that? Come on, man. But yeah, man. That's what it is. That's what it is. First coat. First coat. Give him a little bit. Give him a little bit more. I gotta give him a little touch. But yeah. Then what they're gonna do here with this thing? See there? That's sealed and it's dry. Let that wet bed dry before you go trying this. Gotta turn the gun horizontal. You wanna just mist it on there. Look how I'm barely pulling that trigger. Just mist it on there. You just wanna get a solid foundation over that wet bed. You got the wet bed there, that's solid. You see me touching it, I was hitting it, that's solid. And then get some base on there. Let that sit, and then you good from there. You good from there. You're good from there. Yeah, that clear base coat, you can use that stuff for many things, man. And the reason why it works better than the actual base coat right over that, with your base coat, you're putting in your solvents, you know, your reducers, the fast, slow, you're putting in your reducers. Now those reducers will seep through and cause those rings that you burn through that paint, it'll cause them to kind of fry up around the edges and wrinkle into the pre-existing paint that was there. And again, because you have the solvents in there, you have the reducers in there. Now with the wet bed, that's just a clear base coat with no reducers, no solvents. It's just a straight product, you know, and it doesn't cause that reaction. So that's why that works better. You know, I use that as a sealer sometimes. Yeah, with these products, man, there's many different ways to use them, you know, other than what they were intended for. Again, that's not in the textbook. You dig? It's not in the textbook. You won't find that in any textbook. Yeah, I had to piece together this hood, man. You know, your boy Trigger Man, I am not no NBA player. So I'm vertically challenged. So I gotta try to get on that hood the best I can, man. You know what I mean? If I gotta paint it in 4 pieces, 4 patches, that's what I gotta do. I know y'all big, tall, long painters, y'all big 6 foot something. You reach right over and paint the whole damn hood from one side, but not Trigger Man. I am vertically challenged. Yeah, so nice even coats across the hood. Come back across again. That's it. That's it. Now I'm gonna go with a little 2000 just to scuff out any little micro pieces of dirt that might be in there. I didn't visually see anything, but there's always something in there, And I just want to go one more coat after this and do my blend, and that's it. So, when I'm getting ready to put on my last coat, I'll go across and just scuff over it lightly with a little 2000. And you'll always get a cleaner job doing this. Always. Anytime I forget to do it or I don't do it, and then there's a little more dirt in it, and I'm like, I should have did it, But yeah, you can never go wrong doing this. Always tack it. Tack, sand, tack. Okay, and I'm gonna go with my gloss simulator. I've showed you guys this here in other videos, and what this does is give you that look as if it's clear. If it was a clear coat, you can kind of see how your blend is gonna be or how your color's looking, and it dries off just like nothing, You could go over that with another coat of your clear base coat, the wet bed, but I like this little stuff there, that little can, you spray it on and that's it. It dries up in a couple seconds and that's it. Leaves no residue. Some good stuff to keep in your spray booth or on your shelf in your garage. You dig? Yeah, so this is my little blend I'm doing. And you see that tape there, not much paint over on that tape. You still want to have that clean, So yeah, going with my final coat on everything now. And I'm using a slow base reducer on this. Cause it was a hot one, boy. It was a hot one. Most jobs you get away with, a slow reducer. There'll be very few times, depending on the metallic job, if it's a silver, depending on how coarse the metallics are, on the day, the temperature, I may go with an extra slow. But I do have the can up extra slow in my booth, but I say I don't use it that often. And this is an extremely hot spray booth. Extremely. Okay, turn your pressure down. When you're doing the trigger trap, the trigger fly trap, you turn your pressure down to 8-10 psi. I've seen this, I've seen replicas of this since I showed it on the channel, and it was done incorrectly. You want to turn your pressure down. You don't want high pressure spraying all over your plastic, blowing dust around. The whole reason for doing this is to glue that dust down. Not blow it off. You want low pressure when you're doing that. And if you look here, look how this clear is going on. Look how this clear is going on. Like something ain't right. See how I'm looking at the gun? Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. I haven't sprayed with this gun in months and more months. So I wasn't sure if something was clogged up. It seems like it's spraying okay. It's just something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. Don't know what it is. Man, if this ever happens to you, stop. Just stop. If you know it ain't right, stop. See, something ain't right. Now it's all rough and peely. Trigger man messed up on this one, y'all. Telling you, boy, I wanted to just scratch it. I wanted to just toss it, just delete it, and just pick up on the next job. I wanted to, man. I wanted to. This is definitely one of those you just act like it didn't even happen. Something wrong, something wrong. Drop in the comments now. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. It's just coming out too thick, man. Something ain't right. The pressure is up. Boy, old Trigger made a rookie mistake on this one, boy. You won't believe what happened. And I ain't gonna tell you until the end of the video, so you're gonna have to watch this one. But yeah, man, so I was like, screw it. I put that down. I went to go get my LPH. I got my LPH right now. I'm like, okay, that gun messed up. Something going on. Something going on. Leave that gun alone. I go to my old reliable. Old reliable. She ain't never let me down. All right. Are we back in action? Let's see. We back in action? We back in action? No, we're not. Nah, something wrong. Something wrong. So, man, I had to go mix up a whole nother batch of clear. 25 PSI. I had to go mix up a whole nother batch of clear. I'm still not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what happened. I'm going to wait till the end. Oh, man, it was a rookie mistake, man. A rookie mistake. But drop in the comments now before we even get there. Let me know what y'all think happened. That's a fresh batch of clear. I went and mixed, and it's spraying perfect. Don't wait till the end of the video after I say it and then be like, yeah, I knew that's what it was. Go on, drop the comment now. Hit pause, drop the comment. Tell me what you think happened. Come on, what you think happened? It's a rookie mistake. Veteran painter making rookie mistakes. Does that happen? Can that happen? Yeah, man.
Trigger man, what the hell you doing, brother? What's going on with your spray guns, man? Man, you changing guns, mixing up more clear. Let me see what could have happened. I don't know, man. You got me scratching my damn head, Trigger. I don't know. What'd you do, man? A rookie mistake? How you gonna do a rookie mistake after you just made that big long video about how you're professional and certified and you're making mistakes? Yeah, Trigger, boy. Boy, you one contradicting son of a gun, boy. You're professional, but you're making rookie mistakes? Come on, man. Come on, Trigger. How you doing, Trigger? And where's your goddamn paint suit, Trigger? Man, you knucklehead, man. No paint suit. You ain't got no gloves on protecting your hands. Like I said, Trigger, you don't care. I don't care. You don't care, I don't care. It's your health, Trigger. But the eye water, that WS400 sure look like it's putting out some good clear coat, though, Trigger. But anyway, man, no paint suit, no glove, mixing up more clear, wasting product for that, Trigger man. Unsubscribe.
Oh, yes, sir. We finishing up this last coat of clear here. Bringing it home. Nice, slow, and steady. Nice, slow, and steady. We're going 85% overlap. Look at that. I'm reaching, boy. I'm reaching. Well, I couldn't reach no more. I'm going to come in here with some of them platform shoes. Yeah, I go across the whole hood. Get me some of them platform shoes. Like Herman Munster used to. Oh, y'all don't know about Herman Munster. Never mind. them big damn platform shoes like Lurch used to wear. Y'all know about Lurch?
You rang. Hey, boy, y'all don't know nothing about that stuff, boy. Hey, good old days. But yeah, man, get me some of them old high platform shoes. Put that paint suit on and put them damn 6-inch bottoms on. Man, I reach across the whole. Hey, that might be a thing too. That might be a good idea. Some old big tall shoes. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, I don't even need no stool no more. But yeah, that's how you do it, though. That's how we do it. 2 coats, 2 coats. 2 coats. Looking smooth.
All right, we got it done, man. Yeah. Boy, it's hot as hell in here, boy. Hey, another thing real quick. People be telling y'all about they spray booth, they paint booth, it's 100 degrees in their spray booth. Tell them to show you that. Tell them to show you the temperature in the booth. Okay? About 82, 83 in here. And this is a concrete booth in the middle of the sun. This isn't a spray booth that's inside of a building. So, and it's super hot in here. So when they be telling you that it's 100 degrees in my spray booth, tell them to show you that temperature, man. You know what I'm saying? Call them out. You'll see. But hey, what happened, man? My clear coat, I mixed up the clear, and it was sitting in the gun. I went and ate. I really forgot about it. I was eating, letting the base flash. I was eating, and I said, okay, let me get back in here now. And I thought the gun was messing up, but it wasn't the gun, man. It was the dang on clear was drying up on me. The clear was drying up. So, yeah, that's what happened, man. It's hot as hell. And it was only like 20 minutes. But, yeah, man, that's what we're looking like. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, and this that spot where I was showing you guys before, that little problem area. See that? Not too much paint over here. So yeah, that's what we looking like, man. Man, it is, boy, it said heat index 112. Boy, it's hot as hell. So that's what made that stuff dry up like that in the gun. That's why it dried up on me. And yeah, I went and switched guns. I thought the gun, I hadn't used that gun in so long. I thought maybe something wasn't spraying right. Maybe one of the air horns were clogged or something. That's why I went and ran over and got my LPH. And then that was doing the same thing. So I was like, okay, it's the clear. So it just sat in there too long. I was over there being greedy, eating, letting my base flash the proper amount of time. You did. Yeah, man, so that's what we looking like. That's what we looking like though. So your boy Trigger out. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Yeah, man, so that's what happened. I went to go eat. I mixed up my clear, went and ate, sat there, ate, relaxed, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go clear this thing. But I forgot I had mixed up my clear. And by the time I got back over here, you know, started spraying, it was drying up on me. And this was a fast activator. Normally something like this, I would use a medium, half slow activator. You know, big, large hood like that. You want it slow, you want it to flow out. But this vehicle had to go the same day, so I used a fast. And that's why I brought in the Iwata WS400, because that gun is a fast gun. And I know I can do a complete big hood with fast activator and still get everything to lay down flat. You know, normally you want something slower to flow out, but I had a game plan, but it didn't work out like that. So, you know, I wanted to trash the whole file and just not even put it up. But, you know, it's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment. You know, everything that happens in the booth, you know, it's teachable. You can learn from it. And today's lesson is finish your paint job and then go eat lunch. You dig? Your boy Trigger signing off. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and please tell his girlfriend. Peace.